is no more news that the Rivers State political space is becoming more intense following the fact that it has now been stated that Fubara has chances of getting the ticket for his re-election bid come 2027. It is no more news also that everyone knows fully well that the former governor of the state, current minister of FCT, and his camp is fighting more to make sure Fubara does not clinch on that particular seat or even get the ticket. That is the more reason why Toyeku bought the form and Okechinda equally bought the form. But as we speak, a message has just been sent across to Fubara. I'm going to be showing you, and this message is from Sh0ck's camp, stating clearly that the coalition, being the Rainbow Coalition, which encompasses both the PDP and the APC, remember, that is the coalition of Sh0ck's camp. They are sending a direct message to Fubara that in as much as the hierarchy of the party is probably wanting to pick you, in as much you are getting to be cleared, in as much as whatever federal might you have, even as a sitting incumbent governor, the Rainbow Coalition, you cannot defeat the Rainbow Coalition. This is a strange message. This is a fresh message sent to Fubara. On the other hand, Fubara has been quiet. He has been calm. Even when he went to the screening, he left there without even handling or even talking to the press. He has been calm. He's playing his politics quite quiet enough. But at this time, ever since his loyalists from the Assembly, House of Reps, Senate, we are all screened out. They are now doubting his supremacy as the incumbent governor. But I'm going to be showing you the message that has actually been sent to him as a strange message, because indigents and residents of Rivers State are shocked seeing this particular message. I'm going to be showing you all of that. But before I do that, it is no more news that there has been this back and forth in ADC. I've often stated it out with that number in my previous video that Peter Obi is a man that is quite smart. He's the smartest politician. A lot of persons are stating that he's afraid of going for primaries. He just wants a political party where he's going to get the ticket and all of that. These things are not they are not consequential at this point, because to speak, Atiku Abubakar and Rotimi Amaechi are in serious loggerhead. I'm going to be showing you what Amaechi stated recently. Even when he was asked, are you going to step down for Atiku? Probably as the vice, since all of you are in the same ADC, you need to see how Rotimi Amaechi had to tell the presenter that he shouldn't even try. In fact, he should shut his mouth up. If he wants to interview him as a presidential candidate, he should do. If he does not want to interview him as that, he should tell him to step aside. When the vice presidential candidates come, then they should be interviewed. Listen attentively to what transpired there, and when we come back, we'll continue.
Many thought that you people will agree under ADC to a consensus. Maybe one of you will just go, then the other one, maybe most likely you, as a vice presidential.
Will you stop that nonsense?
No, it's not nonsense.
Just stop.
People are saying it.
It is. Stop that.
No.
Stop that.
And Frank,
please stop that.
Will you take? Okay, let me put it the other way. Will you accept to be vice president?
Please stop that. I didn't buy form to be vice president. Don't you ever repeat. Don't you ever.
I'm not saying it. It is people who are working for you. I mean,
who are the people? I can show you millions of people who are also thinking that. Who are those talking about?
This is without prejudice to you being eminently qualified to go for the ticket.
Idris.
Yes.
This interview is about presidency. If you want to interview vice president, can I step down so I can get the vice presidential candidates and interview them?
No, I don't want you to go. I want you to answer the questions. Maybe you tell Nigerians that at no time you will accept that.
If you want to interview vice president, can I step down so I can bring vice president?
We will bring them later. You know, it's like the form. I'm representing Nigerians, Your Excellency.
So when you're ready to interview vice president, you go and call them.
Okay. Have you met and discussed consensus?
We have not met. We have not met.
Was that the reason, your, screening ought to have taken place? Was it last week? Then it was shifted to Monday, and now it has been shifted to Wednesday. What is really happening?
Do I look at the national chairman?
Pardon?
Do I look at the national chairman? The name of the national chairman is Senator David.
Yes.
So only him can explain to you why the shifting.
But we heard that you met with him. Was it today?
He's my national chairman. I can go as many times as he's available. If I thought that I get worried at
so you can see we are following you.
You're seeing what. In fact, you're seeing what my social media people are doing, and I don't like those. I want my private life to be left to me alone. But anywhere you go, there's something taking photographs of.
It's just primary.
I'm not the party. I'm not vice president Atiku. Neither am I hired to do. No, the national chairman of the party. Let us, if they want the consensus, let's have a meeting. Well, if we agree, we agree. If we don't agree, we go to primary. Don't bring those.
Okay, then if you have to choose between consensus? Because you are APC, they have gone far in their own. Now, attention on ADC.
I have finished my response to that question.
No,
I will
you didn't answer this one.
I would respond.
Which one will you prefer? Consensus or direct
I would
primary?
respond to that. I'll give you a response. But the response I gave you, if the party calls us to have conversation about consensus, we'll have a conversation. If we agree, consensus. If we don't agree, then primary. I don't have any other answer to give you.
How ready are you for the primary?
Why not you wait until 25th?
So why do you think it is strong with the challenges?
Okay,
Because
so many
of the people who left,
let me answer you.
They said because there are issues in ADC.
You're trying to make me answer you in a way that will hurt so many people. I won't. I try as much as possible not to hurt anybody. But so let me answer you the way you asked the question. So you said the reason why you focus on ADC is because it's strong. So that answers the question. If ADC was not strong, you won't focus on it. Are you focusing on? You make me call these parties now. They will say I'm abusing them. And of course, some of these mushroom parties here and there. Have you ever focused on them? Have you ever called one of their presidential candidates to come for interview? It's because this is the party to beat.
I haven't seen the back and forth. This is just the beginning of the downfall of ADC. On the part of Kenneth Okonkwo, he has been stating that P2B is looking for a platform that is, where he will just go and clinch on the position and all of that. Sincerely speaking, P2B, he was wise enough to see that this is the exact thing these people want to do. It is obvious, likes of Fayose, Isaac has often and always stated that P2B is the reason why ADC is in coalition. Immediately P2B left, the party became a mushroom. As you could see on your screen, it is quite strange. As you could see, Wike declares Rainbow Coalition unbeatable ahead of 2027 Rivers governorship battle. Sincerely speaking, one will ask what is even giving the Sh0ck's camp the effrontery to make these statements often and on, notwithstanding what is happening. In as much as similar Fubara's loyalists have all been screened out, he is not deterred. He is still moving strong. Full details as you could see on your screen. Wike Rainbow Coalition, the Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Sh0ck, has thrown a direct political challenge to Rivers State Governor Similayo Fubara, declaring that his Rainbow Coalition remains unbeatable ahead of the 2027 general election. Speaking amid the deepening political rivalry in Rivers State, Wike confidently stated that the coalition would dominate all elective positions in the state. According to him, the alliance cuts across party lines and is strategically designed to secure victory regardless of traditional political affiliation. He went further to state clearly that the former governor explained that the coalition was careful, built to align with political strongholds across the state. Furthermore, he described the alliance as a pragmatic political structure amid at sustaining the renewed hope agenda while consolidating influence across multiple parties. And it is obvious that political observers believe that the statement was a direct message to Similayo Fubara and his loyalists as both camps continue to intensify preparations ahead of 2027 election. The political feud between Sh0ck and Similayo Fubara has remained one of the most closely watched rivalry in Nigerian politics since 2023. Although Fubara emerged as governor with Wike's support, the relationship later collapsed, leading to a prolonged power struggle that has continued to reshape Rivers State politics. In recent months, Wike has repeatedly accused Similayo Fubara of abandoning the political loyalty and focusing more on second-term ambition than governance. However, supporters of Governor Similayo Fubara insist that the governor remains committed to grassroots development, service delivery across the state. This is exactly what is actually happening, and this is a message they have sent across. Now, Sh0ck, that is a PDP member, that is not a APC member, he only came to Rivers State to form what we call a coalition, a rainbow coalition of the PDP and APC together. Is the one sending the incumbent governor, Similayo Fubara, that he is not going to defeat the coalition, the rainbow coalition. That is to tell you that with what is playing out, the screening out of Similayo Fubara's loyalists from the House of Assembly, House of Rep to Senate, down to the former deputy governor, Epalebo, who was actually screened out, not cleared for the Senate seat, shows you that this coalition is gaining more weight. And at this time, Similayo Fubara need to approach the federal might and the APC at large to actually ask them a question. The same structure you people told me that every returning governor is going to return irrespective of anything and their structure will be kept. Is it actually what is playing out in Rivers State? Because what is happening now is that the structure is being handed over to someone who is not a member of the party. That is what is happening. On the other hand, Nyesom Wike and the PDP has its own faction, of which they are also finding out a candidate that will contest the presidency. But in Rivers State, he has a coalition of APC and PDP, and they are together telling the state governor that he is not going to come back come 2027. This is a time when, similar to Fubara, a lot of persons, residents and indigenes of Rivers State are actually telling him that brace up as the governor, because things are now getting so sad. At this time, the loyalists of Nyesom Wike are rejoicing and they are happy. As you can see, Kelechi Nwogu has just cleaned on the House of Representatives form. He's going to be re-elected. He has now stood as the party flag bearer of this political party. So virtually, Nyesom Wike's loyalists from assembly to senate are all going, including Felix Ogua. But here is similar to Fubara, the incumbent governor and a loyalist of the APC, a standing member and a very allied member of the APC, is losing out. He's losing out, and messages are being sent to him to bring all of this to your view and everything that is happening. Concerning the ADC, Atiku Abubakar and Rotimi Amaechi are digging it hot. That is the more reason why, they told Rotimi Amaechi that you should agree on consensus. He said no, he is not going to agree on any consensus. They should go to direct primary, since Atiku Abubakar don't want to listen to the fact that every political party is shipping all their presidential slot to the south. So therefore, since he wants to go, let us go to the primaries and see who is more popular. That is exactly the political space and everything that is happening. I decided to bring all of this to your view. If this is your first time meeting this channel, do it often, hit the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell, and click on the like button so let's get information promptly when we drop them here. Thanks for watching.